Welcome everybody to this Spring Equinox ceremony where I'm gathered here with Manari Ushigua, leader of the Sapara Nation in the heart of the Ecuadorian Amazon. My name is Barbara and I'm part of the team. So if this is your first time joining us, please go ahead and let us know in the chat. And if you've been here with us before, welcome again. I'm so excited to be gathered here together for this very special ceremony. Bienvenidos a todos. Estoy aquí con Manari Ushigua, líder de la nación Sapara de la Amazonía ecuatoriana. Me llamo Bárbara, soy parte del equipo y hoy día estamos reunidos a celebrar el equinoccio de la primavera y también Mushuknina. So we're gathered here today for a special ceremony to honor the change of cycle, the spring equinox, or wherever you are in the world, we're going to honor the change of cycle that's arriving for you. And we're also going to honor Mushuknina. I am Andean. So for those of you that don't know, Mushuknina is the new fire. So we're going to really be connecting with the element of fire during the ceremony. If you have this time to light a little candle maybe around you, that would be awesome. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Ok, Manari, cuando tú estés listo, podemos empezar.
Yeah. ¿Puedes poner pantalla grande?
Sí. Déjame hacerlo mejor aquí en mi compu, porque la tuya está en español. Ok.
Vamos a hacer esta ceremonia, como estaba explicando la compañera, para entrar en esta nueva energía de Mushugnina. Para nosotros es muy especial esa energía, porque ya es el momento de entrar con una visión, con una energía de que tenemos que pedir que la tierra debe comenzar a estabilizar la energía de las personas.
So we're gathered here to this ceremony to honor Mushuknina and connect with the fire, as well as we help the earth really stabilize. Manari has been sharing this message of supporting the earth through transitions. So that's the purpose of today's gathering.
¿Esto qué es?
Tranquilos, deja eso ahí.
Por eso yo les quiero pedir a ustedes para entrar en una transición del mundo que estamos viviendo. Esta transición tenemos que hacer con mucha sabiduría y con mucha calma para entrar en esta nueva energía.
So Manari shares that for us to really be able to withstand the changes that are happening, we have to enter it with wisdom, as well as with this energy of calmness as we navigate the change of cycles.
Sabemos que nuestra tierra está con una energía nueva. Reconociendo esa energía nueva es donde nosotros vamos a entrar en esa energía nueva para hacer una transición de que la tierra comience a estabilizar el funcionamiento natural del Yanuqua, del sol, y de Naricha, estrella, y Kashikwa, la luna.
Gracias, Manari. So Manari shares that, we know that the earth is really connecting with this new energy, this energy of change. So we recognize this new energy and we really go into it with the idea and the intention to help stabilize and help the earth as she goes through this transition. And we want to help the earth connect with the energy of the sun, the energy of the stars, and the energy of the moon.
Y por eso yo quiero pedirles a cada uno de ustedes, vamos a calmar nuestra mente y abrir nuestro corazón para abrir las dos puertas, para ir al mundo espiritual y también conectar con este mundo.
So Manari's invitation for you is for you to enter the ceremony space with a calm mind and an open heart, so you activate both spaces, so you're able to connect with the world of spirit.
Y con esta explicación vamos a comenzar la ceremonia.
And with this explanation, we're going to go ahead and begin the ceremony.
Vamos a trabajar con dos fuerzas, con dos energías. Vamos a llamar espíritus de la tierra y también vamos a llamar espíritus del universo.
We're going to be working with two energies, Earth Spirit and the spirits of the universe.
Porque nosotros estamos entre los dos energías, entre las dos fuerzas como humanos. Para entrar a esta nueva transición necesitamos equilibrarnos también muy bien para que la tierra también nos reciba nuestro mensaje y nuestro pedido especial que vamos a hacer a la tierra.
So Manari shares that it's for us, we are between both energies. We exist both in earth as well as in spirit. And for us to really go into this change of transition, we need to find balance so that the earth is able to receive us.
Y ahora vamos a sentarnos recto y respiramos.
We're going to stand up straight and we're going to breathe.
Pedimos, Espíritu del Universo, que nos ayude a equilibrar con su sabiduría, que nos ayude a abrir nueva visión de la vida con su sabiduría para estabilizar la fuerza de la tierra.
We ask the spirit of the universe to open its wisdom to us so that we may help earth stabilize.
Respiramos.
Let's breathe.
Pedimos, Espíritu de la tierra, el corazón de la tierra, que nos escuche nuestro pedido especial con su sabiduría, con su enseñanza y con su forma de cuidar a la vida, que comience a estabilizar la energía de la tierra, para que todos los árboles, los seres que vivimos encima de la tierra, comencemos a respirar bien y sentirnos bien.
We ask the spirit of the earth to open her wisdom as she supports us in our ask to help with the transition, that we may be connected to the trees and we may be here to support the earth.
Respiramos.
Let's breathe.
yauna kamba ya chay ruang chay tu koy mondo ma dami chau pi song goy de sha ya ri mo chay to koy mo do ta mi sum ma ta mi to koy ta mi ta ti cha ni mo yo re mo o ne mi re 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 yêu na chắc ya mong đôi đi ra ya đi ni cam ba cao say ta mi so ma ta mi phổ công ga wa mi cháy ya ta mong đôi đi ni cháy ya ta say hoàng nhỏ canh chỉ to ôi cháy mong đôi đi cầu xa na yo dây hoàng bộ cô mô ni re re đi re re đi re 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 đi 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 cháy á tung su ma con đồ ta mi cháy sinh dê yo ya cháy con đồ ra vậy đi ya đi mong đi cháy mong đồ mong đà mi so ma da mi to con da wa mi pascarino ne cháy su ma ya cháy con đồ quay đi mi camba ya cháy wa mi cháy na đi cha mon đôi đi cha ya ri mo ne cháu ti sông đôi đi bay ba cháu say ta mi liệt cha chi mo ne re re đi re đi re 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 đi re 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 cháy con đô maka ya cháy wa mi tay ba makanya we manda rito cha mi cháy so ma ya no ko wa cao say đi chạy cô đi chạy mân đô mân đà mi chạy mân đô ma tay đà cao sa yo ai ta mi so ma ta mi pa ca chạy mô ni tay ba yu ai qua mi tay ba cao xây quan chạy móc đôi về nhỏ can chi yang chạy quăng trà ya chạy mô ni ya no ku wa su ma sa mai ta ni pasca chi mô ni bay ba su bơi đi ni sông ma cao say hoa ta cái ma chạy mà mi cô mô ni chạy mắm đôi để chạy ya đi san sông ma ca i cara wan cô mô ni re 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 Trái a tung đôi quy sa ya đi bay ba ma ai cha man da cha đi đi chạy ca si qua cái say đi dài con ga wa mi chạy ca si qua té đa cầu say ta mít to côi mắn bay đi li cha chi mông ni tay ba cao say tay ba vô dạy ta mi cây sung ma cây ta mông đồ man da mi cô mô ni chạy ya chạy man đôi bi chạy su ma i cara mông đôi về ni tay ba sung ma yo dạy wa ta cây anh pa mông đồ mà nhô căn chi cầu xây ta li cha chi mô ni bay ba chóc bi chôn bơi đi ni show mong show ya chạy i ca ta wang ni cho ra mô ni tay ba cao xây ta mi to có man lôi về nè pasca chi mô ni re 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 di re 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 di di re di re di re 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 di re 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 e dâu na nhu ca Manari Somakani senji karawang popo shani iya rimoni re 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 Yêu na tu quý cây ai tay gì ya gruna guna manchit yêu na tu quý cây đi ya ru ya guna ta mi cây apa mon đôi đi Chaya rinchini senji sawang tokoi mon doi yemi oyari mon chene chaya chaya ma doi ni chay cao say mon doi ni Alpa corazón de Yay ocean to pui o sawang Tiari Chay man dini sumata saitami Tambayu yay tammi tokoy man doyo yay tammi kaya man doy di basta chay mo kaya man jokaw say tami kaya man shoni na tammi kausa Simone re 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 Chay ai ba ya chay wan iya ko ra song wan chay mando kami apo kono ni kay iya su ma pai ba ya chay wan Kaira Pakawa Wiya Wani Tokda Chishami Tokomo Nemi Tokoi Kaimondoi Somata Iya Rinkawami Re 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 di re di re re Yauna kamba ya chay tami haune ka ikara wan chay atong bo yoro na tamni to koy man doi di ya boyo ro na tani le cha chay mo ne chay i ka rawang nyo kan che yo yai wang to koy man doi de so matami chay kora sundami atong mo so kay kau say tami poko mo ni re 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 tu kuy ya chạy hoàng nhịp tô cối cao say hoàng nhịp cái mắt đòi bên xanh dây tàm cầm ba vô dài hoàng tô cối mắt tô tàm sông ma ya chạy hoàng sông ma ika ra tâm cái anh bay về mang ra chạy mô chạy mắt đôi cầm ba sông ma ya chạy này đi na hoàng cái ma chạy mà ô con ni re 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 Vamos a respirar y abrir nuestros ojos.
We're going to breathe and open our eyes.
quiero... ¿Hay alguien que quiere entrar? Quiero compartir las visiones que yo tuve con ustedes.
Manari is going to share with us the visions that he had.
Em, He recibido un mensaje desde otro planeta, que es el planeta Iskun, decimos nosotros, planeta 9, de donde nosotros llegamos a este mundo. Ellos nos envían un mensaje de que nuestro planeta nunca va a estar estable la vida. La energía siempre va a estar trascendiendo y cambiando, de acuerdo a cómo nosotros nos encontramos emocionalmente en este tiempo.
Rita Manari. So Manari shares that he received a message from another planet, which is Ishkun, planet 9, and in the Sapara Cosmovision, this is the planet where life originates from, where we come from. And the message that they share with us is that our planet is never going to be stable. It's always going to be this fine dance where, depending on our emotions and how we find ourselves, the energy of the planet is going to change.
Uh-huh. Lo que ellos nos dicen es hay cosas que no es muy importante para nuestro centro de la vida, estamos valorando mucho. Y ese tema es el mundo del dinero. Para Planeta 9, el mundo del dinero no es importante, pero para nosotros es muy importante, porque hemos conectado en el centro de la vida de nosotros.
So the message that they share with us is that there are a few things that are not important for our essence, but these are the things that we begin to value. And one of those things is money. In Planet 9, money is not important. Money doesn't hold this value that we put it as a humanity, because we have connected with the energy of money at the center of our being, in the core of our heart.
Y asimismo, en ese Planeta 9, para ellos las cosas más importantes otra vez relacionar con la vida de la tierra y con la vida de las plantas. Están buscando una manera de conectarse otra vez y equilibrar su planeta.
So for this planet, what's important is the way that we unite with the earth and with the plants. So for this planet, it's important how can we come into harmony with the plants and with the earth.
Uh-huh. Entonces, lo que ellos nos dicen a nosotros es, en este tiempo, nosotros estamos elaborando, muchas personas estamos haciendo empresas, proyectos, visiones de hacer ceremonias para estabilizar la vida. En ese punto, nuestra órbita está en una proyección de construir otros planetas, formar otros planetas, perdón. Y por eso nosotros, Planeta 9, nosotros somos Planeta 8, estamos preocupados de experimentar, valorando el dinero y la tecnología. Entonces, por eso para nuestros mayores que viven en Planeta 9, ellos nos dicen que tenemos que calmar un poquito nuestra mente y comenzar a otra vez estabilizar y conectar energéticamente con la tierra, con los árboles, para renovar y entrar en esta transición de cambio.
Gracias, Manari. Okay. So, so Planet 9, they come to share that this is a time where us in Planet 8, Planet Earth, this is a time where a lot of us have been elaborating and creating companies, projects. Some of us are ceremony holders, where we really are trying to stabilize life. And right now, we are in this orbit of projecting how can we form other planets? How can we connect with different types of energy? So right now, Planet 8, who we are, we're worried about this connection that we have with money and with technology, and the elders that live in Planet 9, they come and share with us that it's important for us to calm our mind and for us to stabilize and connect with their center, so that we can connect with the center of the earth, so that we can connect with the trees, so that we can enter this energy of transition, this energy of change of cycle.
Ujú. Entonces, en la ceremonia lo que hemos hecho es abrir el corazón de Naricha, Yanukwa y Kashikwa. Hemos abierto sus corazones para que la energía hacia la tierra no venga de una manera con mucha fuerza, sino con cuidado, porque nosotros todavía estamos en esta tierra. Entonces, eso es lo que yo he hecho, despertar a ellos.
Manari, eso es el sol, la luna y las estrellas,
Sí.
¿verdad? Okay. So Manari shares that during the ceremony, what we were able to do was to really open the heart of the sun, the heart of the moon, and the heart of the stars, so that as Earth begins this transition, she does it gently in a way that we can stabilize ourselves to really be able to understand and be with the change that's arriving.
Eh, y cuando hemos entrado en vida de estos elementos especiales, no solamente yo, toda la gente que están escuchando aquí hemos ido para hacer ese trabajo. Entonces hemos conversado con ellos. Ellos lo que nos dicen a nosotros es, nosotros no estamos emocionalmente estable por este tiempo. Eso nos dicen. Entonces tenemos que estar emocionalmente bastante estable y eso nos va a ayudar para otra vez equilibrar y entrar en esta transición de nueva energía.
Manari. So Manari shares that because we're still here, we're still on Earth. So they share with us that as humanity, we're not emotionally stable. And in order for us to go into this energy of transition, this energy of supporting the earth, we need to become stable. And that is the message that they share with us. And not only has Manari connected with the heart of the sun, the heart of the moon, and the heart of the stars, but everybody that's here in this ceremony has also connected with the center of these special energies.
Uh-huh. Y asimismo hemos entrado en el centro de Rápaca, en el corazón de Rápaca. Y ahí Rápaca, la tierra, lo que nos ha dicho es que nosotros somos parte de ella. Tenemos una conexión tan profunda con la tierra. Y en esa conexión, lo que dice la tierra es que nuestra mente está pensando muchas cosas. Piensa una cosa y otra cosa y otra cosa y otra cosa. La tierra quiere estabilizar su energía normal, pero no puede hacer eso porque nuestra mente está volando mucho. Entonces, lo que nos pide la tierra es que ya tienen que aterrizar y entender, porque todavía nosotros estamos conectados con la energía que era antes de pandemia, porque después de pandemia cambió la energía. Entramos en el nuevo tiempo.
¿Ya puedo decir?
Sí.
Okay. So Manari also shares that we enter the heart of the earth, and the earth says that we are so deeply connected to her, that we are a part of her. And this connection runs so deep that the earth says that right now, what's going on with us is that our mind is constantly running. We're constantly thinking of things, and this doesn't help the earth stabilize, which is what she wants, but it can't. And the earth is telling us that it's time for us to ground. It's time for us to let go of this pre-pandemic energy that some of us are still holding on to, because now, once after the pandemic ended, we have entered the new energy, and this is the energy of transition.
Ujú. Entonces, la Tierra nos está pidiendo de manera muy especial que si nuestra mente se estabiliza muy bien, y ella lo va a hacer, va a estabilizar la energía de la Tierra. Porque si no lo hacemos eso rápido, vamos a perder muchos hermanos, va a haber muchos desastres naturales. Entonces, para mí, la forma como hemos conectado con la Tierra, no solo yo, todos ustedes que están aquí, tenemos que escuchar bien para comenzar a hacer, porque eso nos va a servir también para nuestra vida. Nos va a servir también porque vamos a sanar nuestros corazones, nuestro centro de la vida.
Manari. So Manari shares that the earth is asking us in a very special way that if our mind stabilizes, she'll be able to stabilize as well. And if we don't stabilize, many lives, many of our brothers and sisters, lives are going to be lost, people are going to transcend, and natural disasters are going to keep on happening. We have to really connect and we have to listen well, because not only does this stabilization help our life, but it also helps us heal our hearts and heal our mind.
Este es el mensaje que yo quería compartir con ustedes. A mí personalmente también me movió un poquito mis emociones. Me movió muchísimo mis emociones. Porque si ellos nos piden ya estarnos bien, comenzar a hacer esta transición de equilibrio de la energía de la Tierra, ahora es el momento. No nos va a dar haciendo otros seres que están fuera de nuestro alcance, sino tenemos que ser nosotros mismos. Porque nosotros estamos viviendo en esta tierra es nuestro hogar gigante, es nuestra casa. Entonces a nuestra casa tenemos que comenzar a estabilizar su energía.
Manari. So Manari also shares that for him personally, the ceremony moved him a lot. A lot of his emotions he connected deeply with his emotions, because if the earth and all of these special beings are asking for us to be well, to find balance, then now is the time for us to really stabilize ourselves, because we have to remember that we're still here on earth and that this is our home. And it's important for us to take care of our home and stabilize our home. And this is the message that wanted to be shared with you all here in this call. With that, Manari shares Vitsaha. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the chat. Okay, let's see. Aquí, gracias, Manari. I thought we were in Aries season. Transcend above duality. Hay que trascender la dualidad del mundo. A ver, dicen aquí, estamos en todas partes del mundo y nos estamos conectando con la Tierra, los planetas y las estrellas. Beautiful. So what I'm going to do is que se compartan dos personas. Okay. I'm going to open this space for a couple of shares. So if you feel the call to do so, you can go ahead and raise your hand and I will call on you. Si sientes que quieres compartir lo que sentiste, puedes alzar la mano o simplemente sacarte de mudo y el espacio está abierto para algunas personas que comparten. And if you also speak English and Spanish fluently, you can go ahead and say it in Spanish and then translate for yourself in English. But if you're not fluent in Spanish, Manari doesn't understand Spanglish, so I will do the translation for you. So I'm going to go ahead with Millicent. Am I saying that right?
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Perfect.
Hola, Manari. I'm just going to say in English because my Spanish may be a little bit broken. I can also hear myself like twice.
Millicent, give me 1 second. I need to change settings. Give me 1 second. And then
Okay.
A ver. Ok, dice que está hablando con un poco de eco, ¿será eso? No creo, ¿verdad?
No.
Okay, let's try it now. I'm gonna mute myself and then.
Quítale.
Oh, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can go ahead and share.
Okay. Oh, see, that's perfect. Thank you. I just want to say thank you to Manari too. I grew up in New York City, so in New York City, very disconnected from nature, very disconnected from everything, and being able to see visions and things like that weren't something that was common. And in seeing all of my beautiful teachers, I'm able to see more of that and to know that that is a part of me that is also beautiful. But I wanted to say that I was able, as he was speaking and singing and chanting, to see all of my ancestors dancing around a big, beautiful fire. And dancing around this fire, they had like seashells strapped to their ankles so that as they were dancing, it would also kind of imitate like the sound of a rattle. And first we started dancing and we were under the sun and you could feel the sun's rays hitting all of us and all of the healing that it was giving. And then it kind of transitioned into the moon where the grandmother moon rose and we were able to see the stars along with her. And then with that, I was able to see like the rain come down and start hitting all of the earth. And then I was shown like the beautiful flowers and all of the grass and all of the life start to come alive and start sprouting and growing. And then from there, it kind of transitioned to a vision of a child growing in its mother's womb and just continuously growing in that womb within the darkness. And then I was able to see the child be born. But when the child was born, it was almost like this sense of peace. And then you could just see like this beautiful white light all around us. So thank you.
Zaha, do you want to translate for yourself or do you want me to do it?
It's okay if you do it because I don't want to mistake anything and I'd rather it just go straight.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Voy a traducir.
Yeah.
Ella comparte que ella creció en Nueva York, que ha sido un lugar en donde no está conectado a la naturaleza y eso de conectarse con visiones no ha sido tan común o parte de su vida, pero cuando tú empezaste a cantar el Icara, pudo conectarse y ver sus ancestros que estaban bailando alrededor de un fuego y tenían conchas del mar en sus tobillos y estaba sonando como una sonaja y pudo sentir también el sol y cómo el sol los sanaba. Pudo sentir a la luna y las estrellas y de ahí también vio que la lluvia caía sobre ella. Pudo ver la vida floreciendo, pudo ver las flores, pudo que la vida verdaderamente se estaba despertando. Y también en su otra visión pudo ver a un bebé que estaba creciendo en el vientre de la mamá y de ahí salía que el bebé salía y sintió una sensación de paz y pudo ver una luz blanca. He says, wow, that's really beautiful.
Muy bien.
Very good.
Uh-huh. Gracias.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Melissa. We're going to go ahead with Crystal. You can go ahead and mute yourself.
Hi, I had two questions. One was, what are we transitioning to? Because Manari had shared that the earth will always be in this kind of state of flux and transition. So I was just curious if you could expound upon that. And then also he had stated that either he or we had come from this planet 9, and during his ceremony I had seen like this vision of coming here from another planet. And so I'm just curious to know if that is like many of us here or all of us or just some, or if you could explain a little bit more about that as well.
Perfect, thank you. Manari tiene dos preguntas. La primera pregunta es, ¿en qué se está transicionando la Tierra? Porque acabas de compartir que la Tierra siempre va a estar como en este así desbalance, como en este baile. Esa es la primera pregunta. Y la segunda pregunta es la visión que ella tuvo. Ella vio como veníamos de otro planeta y hablaste de planeta 9. Entonces quiere saber si todos venimos de planeta 9 o solamente hay algunas personas que vienen.
A ver, la Tierra cada cierto tiempo, en ciertos tiempos, pero no miles de años, hace una transición de cambio. Cambia la energía y para traer nueva vida. Entonces, nosotros estamos justo en ese tiempo de cambio, porque la Tierra es un ser vivo, no es un ser que no tiene vida, sino tiene vida. Entonces, tiene que hacer este cambio para renovar su energía y seguir viviendo.
So for your first question, Manari shares that every million of years, the Earth undergoes a transition. And just to add a little more context, if you think about like when the dinosaurs became extinct, it's a transition and a change of energy. And the Earth does this in order to bring new life. And right now, we're exactly in that change, in that period of change. So that's why this happens, because Earth is a living being, and Earth is always going to constantly have to need to renew herself.
La otra pregunta, nosotros todos los que vivimos en esta Tierra hemos venido de planeta 9, todos, pero aquí llegamos como espíritus y después conectamos con la Tierra y convertimos ser visibles.
Yeah. So Manari shares that every single one of us that live here on planet Earth have come from planet 9. And when we came in here to the Earth, we came as spirits. And over time, we transitioned and then we became physical. And for those of you that are not, that have or maybe have not taken part on our Dream World course, there we tell the Sapara origin story. So if you are a part of our community, you can go ahead and watch that, read the story and watch the video where Manari explains exactly how we came from Planet 9 and how we became physical in this Earth.
Gracias.
Thank you, Crystal. I'm going to go ahead with Shannon.
I'm somebody who has a carries the pre-pandemic energy and has some instability of mind. And I feel an energy like outside of myself trying to control me, and in sending fear, separating me from my intuition and trying to block connection, which in the West, stabilizing your mind when this is happening means a lifetime of medication. So is there any, can you speak to how people like me or people who have this instability that feels outside of ourselves or in this way, or instability of mind, what can we do when we're carrying this energy and struggling?
Thank you so much for sharing that so vulnerably with us. We really just want to take a moment to honor your share.
Oh, thank you.
Manari, ella comparte que ella todavía siente que está cargando la energía de la prepandemia y siente que está sufriendo de como instabilidad en su mente y siente que hay energías que quieren venir a su vida y controlarla y poner miedo en ella, y ella siente que esto le está separando de su intuición y que en el mundo occidental, para tratar esto, lo que le recomiendan es medicamentos como de por vida. Entonces, ¿qué mensaje que puedes compartir con ella y con las otras personas que están sufriendo de esto?
Lo que yo puedo compartir es que para nosotros, para las personas que vivimos en la selva, la energía antes de pandemia, la vida era una forma de entender a la vida y una forma de hacer la vida. Llegó la pandemia, renovó la nueva energía de la Tierra. Con esa nueva energía de la Tierra tenemos que comenzar a alinearse. Porque si nosotros todavía estamos pensando antes de pandemia, nos va a causar mucho miedo conectarse con la nueva energía de la Tierra. Entonces, simplemente lo que nosotros tenemos que hacer es limpiar nuestra mente, que vaya todo el pensamiento que está afectando nuestro centro de la vida, tenemos que dejar ir. No podemos atrapar eso. La energía no nos va a atrapar a nosotros, sino nosotros tenemos que saber liberar esa energía y después hacemos un paso para entrar en esta nueva energía que nuestro planeta Tierra está renovado con nueva energía, porque la energía más antigua se fue a planeta 7 para dar la vida a planeta 7. Entonces, esa energía ya se fue. Ahora nosotros estamos con una energía joven, rejuvenecido. Entonces, todo nuestro pensamiento tiene que rejuvenecer, tiene que cambiar. No vamos a seguir pensando como pensábamos antes de pandemia. Entonces, si hacemos esa transición, no vamos a sentir ni el miedo, ni la oscuridad, nada. Y todo se va a liberar.
Itzaha Manari. So Manari shares that, you know, the world before the pandemic was one way. And then for them, for people who live in the jungle, they were able to view life in that one way. And once the pandemic came, what it did is it activated this new energy, this sense of renewal for the earth. And what we have to do is we really have to clean our mind and let the thoughts go. Because what can happen is that we're holding on to the way that we used to think before. We're holding on to our pain. We're holding on to so many different things that don't allow us to connect with the new energy. The old energy is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. So what Manari is saying, it's important for us to liberate, to really, really liberate, and then enter the new energy, because the energy of the pandemic, it left to planet 7 to give life to that planet. So it's no longer here. Right now we are in this energy of renewal, this young energy. So Manari really shares, like, we have to really work on the mind to no longer go back into the old stories and learn how to release and let go.
Gracias, Itzaha.
Thank you, Itzaha. We're gonna go with, I hope I pronounced it correct, Thais. Thais, are you there? No sé si está ahí. Okay, I don't know if you're there. I'm gonna go with Lily. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Hiya. I'm going to speak in English because my Spanish is not perfect. So, yeah, I just thought it was really interesting. I wanted to share with Manari that I actually had very, very similar vision that he had during the ceremony about money not being the most important thing, and that it's really important. The most important thing for us right now is to be connecting to each other, to our spiritual gifts, and really rooting into the soil, like rooting into the earth with the trees, and helping and assisting this transitional energy of the planet with our own spiritual gifts in connection and unison with the wisdom of nature, of the natural world, and everything else. And also on that, actually, there's some other things that he was talking about, especially with the rooting and the anchoring deeper into earth to help bring these transitional energies that were happening, that have been changing since the pandemic and all of this. It's very similar to what we were talking about yesterday, because I'm here in Glastonbury and we celebrated the equinox yesterday. And there's 2 different ceremonies that I attended, and it's the same topics all around, all in using different language, but it's all been the same topics. And I think that's really, really beautiful that we're all connected in this vision of, you know, the future, really, the future of the planet. Yeah. So, Witzaha, Manari,
Thank you, Lily. Manari, Lily comparte que tuvo visiones similares a las que tú tenías, especialmente cuando hablaste sobre el dinero. También sintió que lo más importante es cómo nos conectamos con nosotros, y también cómo es que nos podemos plantar firme en la tierra y seguir conectándonos con los dones espirituales, con el mundo natural. Y también ayer ella estaba en unas ceremonias celebrando el equinoccio, y que sintió que los mensajes, aunque fueran diferentes palabras, es el mismo mensaje que ella recibió, y quería compartir esto contigo.
Gracias, Itzaha.
Manari says, thank you, Itzaha. Before I continue, I'm going to, I see some comments in the chat. You're going to receive a recording of the ceremony within 24 hours, and it's also going to be uploaded into our podcast. Even you're going to get an email about this, where to access everything. So no worries, you're going to receive it within 24 hours. Les estoy compartiendo que van a poder recibir la grabación de todo esto y también en el podcast pueden escuchar, así que no tienen por qué preocuparse. Y I'm gonna go with where's the mom?
Thais, I'm
Oh,
here.
Thais. Okay, perfect, Thais.
Sorry, because the door, I was attending someone at the door.
Okay, you can go ahead and share.
Gracias. Manari, me encantaria saber um pouco como ajudar pessoas que estão mais confusas que nós outros, porque há muita gente em la polaridade. Há muita gente que não crê em nada disso que estamos falando acá. ¿Es nuestro trabajo a ayudar a estas personas o todavía no? Incluso las personas de nuestras relaciones más cercanas. So I'm gonna translate. I asked him, how can we relate to people that do not see what we are seeing here, that do not hear, that cannot understand the spiritual path? Was basically this. Thank you. Gracias.
Thank you.
No es lo que estamos hablando, no es creer en eso, sino las cosas están pasando así en la tierra, como tú dices. Hay mucha gente que no quieren reconocer y quieren quedarse con la energía de antes de pandemia. Pero ellos, si siguen así, se van a enfermarse. Hasta un día pueden pensar a quitar la vida. Porque la transición que hizo la Tierra es una transición muy fuerte. Entonces, emocionalmente, eso sí afectó a muchas personas. Nosotros, las personas que trabajamos con el mundo espiritual, yo no estoy hablando de como una visión de una religión. Yo estoy hablando de una vida que hacemos cada uno de nosotros. Cuando dormimos, soñamos y entramos en el mundo espiritual. Eso no es religión. Eso es algo naturalmente lo hacemos los humanos. Entonces, entrando de ese mundo, hemos visto la vida, cómo está pasando en la tierra, con este cambio de lo que hizo la tierra. Entonces, el mensaje que estamos pasando es que para que se estabilicen sus pensamientos, que ellos eso tienen que aceptar, porque así pasó. Si eso ellos no vieron, pues claro, van a decir que no pasó así. Entonces, nosotros, las personas que trabajamos con mundo de los sueños, que entramos en el mundo espiritual y estamos pasando, transmitiendo este mensaje para que la gente pueda despertar y hacer su propia transición de la vida. Y esa es la medicina para nosotros, para el mundo humano, en este tiempo.
Mitzaha Manari. So Manari shares that this teaching that he's sharing with us, it's not about religion and it's not about a specific spiritual practice. This happened. The pandemic happened. The changes that the earth is undergoing, they're happening. So it's not about convincing somebody to believe something. It's really about helping people accept that a change happened, that we went from living and seeing life one way to a different way. Because if people don't begin to recognize this is when people are going to get sick. The transition that the earth underwent was very strong, and it did affect a lot of people. So right now, this message is, how can we help our mind stabilize? How can we help our mind accept the changes that are happening, the change that we're currently living in? And the message that Manari shares is the work that he does, the work that Dream World does, is tailored around dreams. Because we all dream. We all enter the world of spirit, the world of Makihauno, through our dreams. So with that, as we're working with our dreams, how can we use that medicine to help us understand the changes that the earth are going through? So that's what Manari wants to share with us all. Perfect. ¿Quieres ya licenciada?
Queremos.
Yeah. Okay. So for those of you that didn't get a chance to go and share with us, please, you can send us an email. I'm going to put it in the chat so that we can take a look. If you want to share with us, let me just type it here. Manali, ¿cómo hago eso? El arroba. Porque no sé cómo usar tu compu. Oh. I'm using Manari's computer and I don't know how to use this one. Okay. Let me add it here. Manali, ¿cómo mando? Okay, sorry guys, technical difficulties. I don't know how to use this computer. I'm only used to mine, so forgive me. You're going to receive a recording of the ceremony within 24 hours, as I said earlier. And for those of you that didn't get a chance to share, you can go ahead and email us at info@dreamworldprogram.com. And then another thing that I want to share with you all is we have currently opened a course of tobacco, connecting with the spirit of tobacco, that's specific for healers, for ceremony, for space holders. And if that is something that you might be interested in, I'm going to go ahead and stay about 10-15 minutes extra if you have any questions about that, if that sparks your curiosity. And another thing too, Manari and I, we're going to be taking 2 groups into the jungle, May and June, and we have 4 spots left. So if that's also something that speaks to you and resonates with you, I'm going to stay here to answer any questions that you may have about that too, and then share a little bit more of our courses and what we offer if this is your first time connecting with us. And that's pretty much the end of this call. If you have to hop off, thank you so much for being here with us. For those of you that are going to watch the recording, thank you so much. We really appreciate this community. So if you have to go to honor your time, you can go ahead and log off.